So hello friends, welcome to IT Full Knowledge YouTube channel. So guys, this is JavaScript series part 4. In this video we will discuss about JavaScript statements tab of W3 School. We will do everything practically live as we are learning JavaScript from absolute base for beginners in depth in English language. So before watching this video, I want to request you to just watch this part 1, part 2 and part 3 of JavaScript series so that you will continue with the series so you can understand it well. Okay, so today topic is JavaScript statements. So what we will cover, let's just discuss what we will cover. So first we will cover what is JavaScript statement. So suppose there is some JavaScript code. So if you write one line and after that one line, and here you can see just for example, for now it's just a preview. We will do it live. I am just showing you what we will cover. So each line is called statement, okay, and whole is called a program, okay, and this each line is called statement. So we are learning JavaScript statement, okay. Then we will learn about what is JavaScript program. So JavaScript program is a list of JavaScript statements. So many statements made up a JavaScript program, so we will discuss that also. And after that we will see like how you can display something. As you can see here, JavaScript statements are composed of value, operator, expression, keyword and comment. So like operators is there, equal to, and we are accessing value on demo id, paragraph we are just setting the text. So after that we will learn about why we use semicolon. So semicolons separate each statement. So if in that line that statement is closed, so here we need to give semicolon, and next statement will be separated from it, okay. So like we just write in 3 lines here, a equal to 5, b equal to 6, c equal to a plus b. Similarly, if we want to do it in one line, we can also do it if we use semicolon in between that. So what we are doing here, like semicolon, a equal to 5 semicolon, then this line will be run. After it will understand, JavaScript will understand that this statement is terminated, so next statement will be no relation with previous, so it will be run as new. So similarly, if you are writing something like that in 3 lines are using, so here you can do the same thing which we are doing here in 3 lines. We can do it in 1 line, just putting semicolon, and in 1 line we can write it, okay. So we will discuss that also. Then we will see JavaScript white space. So whenever we will declare variable, we will discuss in future what is variable which can hold some data or something. So we will discuss in detail what is let, what is where. So for now just understand that if you write let person equal to whatever name, Atul or anything, Haje or anything, and if you are want to do it right, okay, with a clear understanding or reading, if any other developer will read your code, so easily readable. So what we can do, we can put space in between, like operator and string and variable and operator. So what happens then, it is readable, and JavaScript does not count. The JavaScript ignore multiple spaces, okay. So instead of that we can write that also, okay, with some gap. So here also shown like a good practice, put space around operator, like around operator, some space. Then we will discuss JavaScript line length and line breaks. So if we are writing so much JavaScript code, okay, or AngularJS or jQuery, so what happens is if we write everything in one line, it will look very complex, okay. So it is like a rule type something. If any line is 80 characters or more than 80 characters, so you should write the next line, you should write the after it code. If it exceeds 80 characters, then just line break or start from next line. And what is the best place to do it, when any operator comes, okay. We will discuss in detail in just some time. JavaScript code blocks. So if you want to execute multiple statement at once, like on button click, this will happen. Okay, so all these code we can write inside a code block, and we are writing it inside a function, and on button click or anywhere we can just call it, or we can call it on page load also, and it will display it, because we are using demo1 and demo2 paragraph IDs, and hello whatever name we will give it, and how are you, it will come. Okay, so we will discuss guys that much things. Okay, so let's just start it. So here we just come JavaScript statements. JavaScript program is a list of statements to be executed by a computer. So a JavaScript program, okay, from here you can understand, a JavaScript program is a list of statements, okay, executed by, list of statement to be executed by computer. Okay, I hope it is clear. Each line is statement, and when we run these statements together, it is called a program. So what we are doing, let's just see, or let me just copy paste, because I can type, it is not an issue, but code is not that hard guys, code is so easy. So I will explain you everything. Okay, I just want to save time also, because this lecture should not be exceed limit of timing, because it is not that hard, so we should do it in less timing. Okay, so here we can see here. So guys, as you can see here, so JavaScript program is a list of statements to be executed by computer, and here what is in this program, p paragraph id equal to demo paragraph close, and script open and script close, as we discussed in the second video of this JavaScript series. We are using JavaScript inside body, and we have to use it using script open and script close tag, and it should be just before closing of body tag. So here we are just declaring three variables, x, y and z, and we have not initialized its value, so we have just given a variable name. So let is all used for declaring variable, and its scope is block scope. So we will discuss in future when let or variable will come, we will discuss in detail. So in this line we are just assigning value 5 to x, you can assign any value. Okay, and to y we are assigning 6, and to z we are just doing addition of x plus x and y. So as you can see here, this is statement 1, because it is inside JavaScript. So this is statement 1, this one line, this is statement 2, this is statement 3, this is statement 4, and in JavaScript for single line comment we use double forward slash. So whatever you will write after for double forward slash in JavaScript, it will not be displayed on the browser. You can do it for your safety also, like for any guide, like for what purpose I am using something, or you can also use that comment above that line. You can use here also comment and then write anything. It will not be run on browser. It is for yourself, like for which purpose you are using variable, something like that. So now what we are doing, we from on the whole document, means whole web page, get that element from the whole web page, get that element of HTML which ID is demo. So in a way you can understand this paragraph is selected here, and inside its inner HTML, and means inside its paragraph, just assign equal to is used to give value, to assign value. What we are doing, we are just passing string, so double quotes, the value of z is, because we are doing addition in z, so we want to print z. Okay, so the value of z is inside paragraph, we want to print it, is, then plus to concatenate, and all the addition is inside this variable z, so we have to write that z. So here what will come, 5 plus 6 11 will come here. Then we want, if you want to give anything after that also, like again we concatenate plus, and here in string we pass dot, means full stop. So you can just see it when we will run it. Okay, so let me just save it. So save as, and when I click save as, I came in the C, and in the C I have JavaScript folder and JavaScript programs folder. I have changed my laptop, so previous are in the old laptop, so from starting we are doing it. Okay, so JS statement dot HTML and put it inside double quotes, then you don't need to change file type from below. So just write file name with .html extension inside double quotes and your work is done. Okay, so this is done. So what we will do, we will just go to the location. Okay, so location is here. So this is JS statement. Okay, so what we will do, we will run it with Google Chrome. So open with Google Chrome. So here you can see, guys, a JavaScript program is a list of statement to be executed by a computer. It is already written. The value of Z is 11 and then dot full stop coming. Okay, so value of Z is coming. So suppose you don't want to do addition. Okay, you want to do multiplication. So how you will do, you can just change here X into Y, and what will happen, the value of Z is, yeah, or you can say the multiplication of X and Y is, you can do that way also. So what will happen that time, 5 into 6 30. Okay, because this time we are doing multiplication, so I just did Control S and I just came on the browser. Okay, and let's just refresh it, and here you can see the value of Z is 30. Okay, 5 into 6 30. So I hope it is clear. So you can understand, like JavaScript. What is JavaScript statement? JavaScript statement is each line inside script open and script close, because here we write JavaScript code. So this is a statement, that next line is statement, it is separated by semicolons. This is a statement, this is a statement, and these all the JavaScript statements together make or build or run a JavaScript program. So I hope it is clear to you. If you are watching our video from start series, so you will already know what is document, what is get element by id, everything you will guys just know. And if you are just coming here first time, I request you to watch our previous videos also, so that you can learn better. So we discussed about one example and we learn about JavaScript statement. Okay, little bit. So now what is JavaScript program? So basically I am just discussing on a very very general way definition. So what is program? JavaScript program. So what is computer program? So a list of instruction to be executed by computer, like whatever instruction we will give, and that program will do that. Simple. Similarly, in programming language, this programming instruction, what this program will do when we will do something, these instructions we give are called statements. Okay, so you can say a JavaScript program is a list of programming statements. So a JavaScript program is a list of so many statements. So I hope it is clear to you about which thing we are talking about. Important note, in HTML, JavaScript programs are executed by web browser. So whatever we are writing inside script open and script close JavaScript code, it is run by the browser, means it is read by the browser. How it just identify? Because that JavaScript code is written inside script open and script close, so it will just do the calculation or anything. Browser will do that. So that's discussed. In HTML, JavaScript programs are executed by web browsers. So let's just come on JavaScript statements. So JavaScript statements are composed, or you can say made of values, like whatever values we are given, we already see that. Operators, equal, plus, minus, multiplication, whatever we are operator using. Expression, like we did 5 plus 6 or we did 5 into 6, this you can count in expression. Keyword, like we use let for variable, somewhere we will use where, somewhere we will use for const. const and const. So these are keyword. And comments, so comment we already discussed, as we just double forward slash for in JavaScript for single line comment. And if you want to give guys multiple line comment in JavaScript, then you need to write forward slash star and star forward slash, so you can use it for multi-line comment. Okay, so let's just see an example, and what will be happen inside this example. We are just seeing that this statement will tell the browser to write hello Atul inside an element, HTML element with ID demo. Okay, hello Atul will be displayed on the browser. Okay, so let me just came here and we will do it. Okay, so what will be, so you can do single line comment, as you know. Okay, single line comment and single line comment, so that our all concept will be clear. Okay, single line comment and single line comment. So what we want to do, so guys, what we want to do, we want to print. Okay, so how we can do that, document dot get element by ID, and what is ID, ID is demo, and dot inner HTML equal to, now we are just passing string, you can pass in double quotes or single quotes. Okay, and then semicolon, and inside this I am writing hello, subscribe our channel if you like content. Okay, so hello, subscribe our channel. So best place is here is I will just enter it just after operator, so that next line will be readable. And remember, never do enter from here. What will happen, that string will not be closed in that line, so this will produce error sometimes. Okay, it can produce error. Always terminate statement just after the operator. Okay, so I just do control S, so what will be displayed, hello, subscribe our channel. So let me just came here and we have zoomed it, and you can see here hello, subscribe our channel. So guys, what to wait for if you are getting content like that? So I think if you feel, so I don't think I need to say anything. Okay, so let's just discuss. So we have seen that like in HTML, JavaScript statements are executed by browser. So browser executes that line and displays the hello Atul inside paragraph. Okay, so most JavaScript programs contain many JavaScript statements, and these statements are executed one by one. So first line will be run first, and then second line will be run in the same order as they are written. So if in script you are writing something above and you are using I will show you that practical example also. Okay, so I will show you how it may sometimes produce error. Okay, I will show you that also. So JavaScript programs and statements are often called as JavaScript code, because after all it is JavaScript code. Okay, JavaScript, list of JavaScript statements made JavaScript programs, but after all that all is a JavaScript code. Okay, so let's just see that thing. JavaScript statements are executed one by one in the same order as they are written. Okay, so I will do some changes here. Okay, so let me just comment these two lines and I will show you guys something interesting. So we will just comment it. Okay, we have commented it. So now let's just see what we will do. So just came here, and now what we are doing, guys, we are just we will create function in JavaScript. In script code we will create function. So I will create function, okay, on load or whatever name on, this is predefined. Okay, we will give any other name, on page start. Okay, whatever you want to give. I am just giving alerting page started. Okay, so I have write that function, and after that what I will write another function, and I will write after page load, and what we will do, we will call above function. So if we will call this function, okay, on page start, so what will happen, that code will come here, means alert will come not on page load, it will come when we will call this function, okay, after page load. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, so now what we will do, we will guys create a button, and on click we will do that thing. So just came here on HTML button, type equal to button, and we will do remaining thing. On click we will write now, on click equal to, we will call the function, okay, button click me, and button close, and we will come below and we will paste that function, copy paste that function here. Okay, so what will happen, when we will click on button, alert will be shown, page started, no, page loaded, we will change it to page loaded, because we will call it on button click after page load. Okay, and we will just call this function inside our this function. On button click we are calling that function, so it will go to that function inside it, then it will go to there and display the alert. Okay, so just save it and just came to browser, and here just refresh it. So here you can see button is coming, click me. When I click it, what comes, page loaded is coming. Okay guys, so you can see again here a button is there, click me. Okay, so when we will click on that button, what comes, on click on that button, alert coming, page loaded. Okay, page is loaded. So we are successfully called another function. On button click we have called a function, and inside that function we have called another function which already defined above in the script. Okay, so we have read one thing about like JavaScript statements are executed line by line. So first this function is read by JavaScript on page start, and alert, this code is read by JavaScript, and when we click on button, this function is called. So when this function is called, this code is already inside JavaScript, inside browser. Okay, so browser already have that code. Okay, so when we click on button, this function will be called. This function can be called, why? Because it is defined above and it is already loaded. As we already discussed, JavaScript statements are executed line by line. So because we have defined it above, so that function will be available here. That's why we are able to see alert of ye page loaded just on click on button, and on button we are just calling that function, not that function, and inside that function we are calling page loaded alert function, which was we created for page load. Okay, so I hope this time it is fine. Okay, if I will just cut that code, okay, and try to do it below. Okay, so we have just changed the position. Okay, so here we just came again and control 4 and I just zoom it. Okay, so I have just zoom it, so refresh. So when we will click on that button, okay, so that coming page loaded. Okay, so still that is coming page loaded. Okay, why it is coming? Because this function is, inside this function this is defined, but we already discussed JavaScript statements are executed line by line. So how this displayed? So guys, as we have come on browser, so we will refresh it. So if I will click on button, click me, still alert is coming. Why that alert is coming? Because in the script when we will call that function is called and that function is defined here. Okay, so that's why alert coming. So let's just came below semicolon. semicolon separate JavaScript statements. Add a semicolon at end of each executable statement. So semicolon just separate the statements from each other. So JavaScript statements are separated by semicolon. We already know what is a statement. Each line we are writing inside the script code is JavaScript code, and it is a statement. So here, as you can see here, let a be c, a equal to 5, b equal to 6, c equal to a plus b, and here we are just displaying c, and 5 plus 6 11, and 11 will be coming here. Okay, so just came here, and let's just do the multi-line comment. Okay, so what we will do, we will just guys, control and select, or you can say we will just select it, then control KC, so it will comment, but it have done different comment. Let's just control Z. Okay, so here, yes, so what we will do, we will just because it is JavaScript code, okay, so we need to take care of it. It is not a HTML code, so if you will direct put that, still it will be commented. Okay, so now we will just uncomment the code which was necessary before. So let x, y, z, x equal to 5, y equal to 6, and z equal to x plus y, and to document dot get element by id dot inner HTML, what we will do, we will guys just print the C. Okay, so we will just print the C. So as you can see here, we are just printing the C, and here it is Z. So how it will change? So we can change here, and here we can do plus. Okay, you can take anything, it is not necessary to take plus. Okay, I will just zoom out so that you can just copy paste the code. Okay, so just came here and refresh it. So here you can see what is coming, 11 coming. Okay guys, 11 coming. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Okay, so as we just write these so much lines like x equal to 5, y equal to 6, c equal to x plus y, if we want guys, we can write that in one line also. Okay, how we can write it? We can write it by separated using semicolon. In the one line we can do that 3-line code. So when separated by semicolons, multiple statements on one line are allowed. Okay, so when we will separate by semicolon, separate by semicolon, so we can write multiple statements in one line. So this can be written. Okay, if I will just save it and just came to browser and refresh it, and still you can see 11 is coming. Okay, so let me just assure you about code. We just write x equal to 5. Only difference is that before it was like that. Okay, and on each line, okay, semicolon is separated by semicolon. Okay, so we just put it in the one line and semicolon is between them. Okay, to separate each statement. So we can write multiple statements in one line by separated by semicolon. So this is allowed. Multiple statements on line allowed with semicolon. So multiple statements on line is allowed with semicolon. So we have seen that. On internet, on the web, you might see examples without semicolon. Ending statements with semicolon is not required, but highly recommended. Okay, so here if we will just came here and remove that semicolon. Okay, so what will happen guys? It will still work. Okay, we will just refresh it. So here you can see 11 is still coming. Okay, let me just show you using console also if any error is not coming. Okay, so what I will do, I will just right click, or you can click, you can press F12. Okay, I have just come on inspect. Okay, on inspect I am coming on console. You can see no error is there. Okay, no any error is there on the console. So that means this line is perfect. Okay, you can write JavaScript code without separating statements with semicolon. But if you want to write it in one line, okay, let's just see what happened. Just came on the browser and refresh it. So here you can see nothing is displayed. Okay, and what is issue coming? So just go to inspect and go to console. So here you can see, guys, uncaught syntax error. So syntax error is there because semicolon, because we are writing in one line multiple statement, but these are not separated by semicolons. Okay, so uncaught, nahi caught, it is not able to caught, so it is syntax error. So we have error is related to syntax. Okay, we have write the code wrong. Okay, code way we have not following the rule. So if we click on here js statement.html, so we can see that also which line error is coming. Okay, so you can see that, or we know where is the issue. So because we are writing in one line and these are different statements, so just separate them by semicolon and it will work absolutely fine, no issues at all. So let's just came on the browser and here you can see 11 coming. Okay, fine. So I hope it is clear. So now we will discuss about JavaScript white space. JavaScript ignores multiple spaces. Okay, you can give multiple spaces. JavaScript ignores it. You can add white space to your script to make it more readable. Means you can see here, if we are declaring a variable with using let keyword. Okay, let person equal to Atul. So in those two lines, okay, in these two lines we are doing the guys same thing. We are declaring a variable using let, which is used to declare variable, and its scope is block scope. Okay, and these are same. So what is the difference? So in the first example, what we are doing, we are just giving space around operator is equal to, so we are giving space before operator. Okay, we are giving space before operator and we are giving space after operator also. Okay, we are giving space before operator and we are giving, guys, space after operator also. So this is more readable, or you can write it in like that, complex, like in readable. You can understand that it is a variable and declare its value Atul, but this is more readable. So you can give space around operator and it will be more readable. Okay, so here you can see a good practice is to put spaces around operators, equal, plus, minus. Okay, equal to, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So here and here around operator just put the space. So here like we just use let space x equal to y plus z. Okay, so we can do that. So let's just implement it. So as you can see that we already implemented that. You can see we have already given cap in everything. Okay, so no need to do it. So if we have write something like that, this is not readable, but if we will do it like around operators space, it will be more readable. Okay, so I hope this will bring some value. Okay, so let's just discuss next thing. So JavaScript line length and line breaks. Okay, and after that just JavaScript code blocks and this class is over. Okay, JavaScript line length and line breaks. For best readability, programmers often prefer or like to avoid code lines longer than 80 characters. Okay, so if a JavaScript statement does not fit on one line, so we can just break it in the next line, and the best place to break it is after an operator like equal, plus, minus. Okay, so here is a code. so paragraph, and just there is a line break. Okay, so let's just discuss about that line. So here you can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 29 30 31 32 37 41 42 43, so 44. So here just enter after operator like plus, equal to, minus, division. Okay, and rest in next line, so it will be more readable. Okay, and it is best place also to break it. So why it is best place, I will show you. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are just displaying document.getElementById. We are just printing c value. Okay, c value is addition of x and y, and it is 11. So as you can see here, what is displayed here, 11 is displayed. Okay, so what we will do, we will just write in the string the value of c is, we are just concatenating. Okay, so I just came here and refresh it. So here you can see what is coming, the value of c is 11. Okay, fine. So what we will just implement that thing. So here you can see how much line are there, so much line are there. Okay, so what we have just understand right now, if your any JavaScript line or statement is going over 50 characters, okay, so 80 characters, so you can line break on 50 also. So best place to line break is just after the operator like equal to or any other. So just enter it from here, this is more readable. Okay, so we just do it and refresh it, still output is coming, the value of c is 11 if we break it after an operator. Okay, what will happen if we will just break it from between, this will give you guys error. So let's just come here and I just refresh it. You can see here the value of c is 11 not coming. Why it is not coming, let's just check into the inspect, go to console, and here you can see uncaught syntax error, invalid or unexpected token. Okay, so what is the issue? So guys, issue is that in that line string is open, double quotes, but it is not closed in that line. Okay, that's why that issue is coming. So either write it in one line or break it just after operator. That's why it's the best place to break it after operator. So I hope now it is clear to you. If I will just refresh now to console, from console error is gone, and again the value of c is 11 coming. So this also clear. So let's just discuss JavaScript code block. JavaScript statements can be grouped together using code blocks, in code blocks inside curly bracket. Okay, so if you have already called a function, so you already know we write inside curly bracket. Okay, code for whatever will be happen on click on button. Okay, or whenever you want to implement it, so we just write the code inside function inside curly bracket. So multiple line of statement we can write inside curly bracket. So this is code block. Okay, the purpose of code block is to define statements to be executed together. So these statements will be executed together. So one place we will find, or you will find statements grouped together in block is in JavaScript function. So as we already know, so here you can see one example. Just we have just write script and my function, and on button on we have just take a button, on click we are calling a function my function. Inside that function we are just getting two paragraph ID, and inside this HTML we are setting hello Atul, how are you. Okay, so what will happen, hello Atul, how are you will come just on click on button. Okay, so let me just do something like that. Okay, so what we will do, we will guys just came here and we can change it, PID equal to, let's say, take demo2, and we have done it. Okay, so let me just do it. So we have comment the code which is used before. So document dot get element by id, get that element by id. This is a JavaScript method used to access HTML element, and here we just pass the id of HTML element. So we want to access that paragraph, so we will pass that id demo2. So in a way, in that line, from the whole document, from the whole web page, get that element, HTML element which id is demo2. So second paragraph is selected dot inner HTML. So it is a HTML property, so to set inside HTML content. So to inside paragraph, just set what to set, hello Atul. Okay, and if we will just copy paste, and demo1 also we will do something like hello Atul, and in the next we will write how are you. Okay, so we can put it inside function. So function and how are you and function name and curly braces. You can see here multiple line we can write inside this code block. So we will just call that function on button click. Okay, I will just copy it, and above we have used the button in HTML. So here we will just call that function. That time how are you will be called on button click, and what will happen, it will just display hello Atul, how are you. Okay, so just save it and come on the browser and refresh it. So here we can see, if I click on button, what is coming, hello Atul, how are you. So guys, what we will do, we have done that in that example. We have just used the JavaScript code block. So we have write using curly bracket, and inside that we can write multiple statement together, and we have just called a function on button click. So whenever button will be clicked, this function will be called. So inside it will come from the whole document, from the whole web page, it will get that element which id is demo. So it will access first paragraph, and inside its paragraph here in inner HTML it will set hello Atul, and to the second paragraph we are accessing using its id demo2. So it will set how are you inside paragraph 2. So when we will just click on button, first hello Atul will become, and below that how are you will become. So here when we will just came here and click, so hello Atul, how are you. So guys, thanks a lot for watching our video.